We know that women's voices are critical to global security, prosperity, and peace, which is why the Department of State annually presents the International Women of Courage Awards. Each awardee's story is an inspiring reminder of how individuals can make a difference. Taken together, they provide a powerful message of courage and leadership.
And now we have an International Woman of Courage joining us. So you're using film to empower women and girls to share their stories from Afghanistan. And the first film that you made, you wrote while the Taliban was still in charge. And it sounds like making the film was as dangerous as the content of the film.
توزیع خیلی ساده نیست. بدلیلی که ما فکر میکنم شجاعت یک صفت بسیار مفهومی و چند بودی است از لحاظ مفهوم و معنا. به نظر من زن شجاع کسی هست که به خاطر دیگران از خیلی از حقوق و امتیازات فردی خود بگذره.
In places like Salt Lake or the American West in general, we are part of populations that are very isolated. This is an incredibly important part of our education. Rather than sending Utah out to the world alone, it's bringing the world to Utah itself.
As a foreigner, of course, it's quite important to see the diversity of the US. I had a chance of seeing from a perspective of state institutions, NGOs, as well as community.
I think this is a program that is really needed in the community. I know here for us here in Pensacola, because it has really bonded us to deal with people on a professional level.
A woman can make great impact in society. I realized that leading the organization, I could support more than one individual. I could change the policies in the state. I can make a better life for those groups to whom I serve.
The same issues of patriarchal power and the same issues of equality and parity, people are having the same conversations worldwide. We need to be talking to each other more. We need way more of this, cultural exchanges.
So we have many social problems. Most of them belong to the war. In part of this coming because of the very traditional society. And lots of things around the woman, it's like a taboo.
Cultural exchange actually humanizes a particular culture because it is now you have ambassadors of each culture coming in and put a face on things that are beyond past media.
It's so important to meet somebody and sit down with somebody and have a conversation about what their world is like. It's almost as good as visiting.
I know people believe in webinars and video chatting and all of that, but I like having them here where they can come and tour and see what we have and look at the differences, but a lot of the similarities.
I am one of those women who was lucky to be nominated from US Embassy, but there are hundreds of women who deserve such a prize.
Well, Roya Sadat, thank you so much for coming in and giving us a little bit about your work.
It's a big opportunity to talk about women's rights and connect our people with other countries and other cultures.